an unexpected awakening. After 36, a woman seems to enter a new dimension of herself. What used to seem like just part of a relationship begins to take on a deeper, sometimes frighteningly real meaning. Sex after 36 is no longer just a physical act. It is a mirror of her self-respect, depth of soul, and experience. And this is where the real awakening, or crisis, begins. Why is this so? Because the body is no longer as carefree as it was in her 20s, and attention to herself becomes more painful. And a woman suddenly realizes, if I don't love myself, I won't be able to give myself to anyone. It's no longer a game, not a like or dislike game. It's about a deep connection or a deep loss of self. This is where Stoicism comes in, not as a philosophy of restraint, but as a tool for deep inner freedom. A Stoic does not abandon emotions, he controls them, and that's why they know how to love more. A woman over 36 no longer wants to just have sex. She wants to be truly desired, not by her body, but by her presence. She is admired not because she is in shape, but because she is whole, with dignity, experience, and a deep understanding of herself. And here is the main question. Does she allow herself to be such a woman? Because Stoicism here is not about control. It is about accepting yourself, about the inner core from which true sexuality begins. The body doesn't lie anymore. By the age of 36, a woman's body can no longer tolerate falsity. If in your youth you could play roles, pretend to want or accept intimacy without feeling it, after 36 everything changes. The body no longer allows you to deceive yourself. This is the moment of truth. If a woman has sex not because she wants to, but because she has to, her body signals with fatigue, dryness, pain, and indifference. Honesty becomes not a choice but a survival. And that's where Stoicism comes into play, not to muffle desires, but to teach you to hear yourself as you really are. Because Stoicism is not about endure or be strong. It's about insight and self-respect. What do I really want? To whom and why do I allow access to my body? Does this intimacy make sense, not just a habit? Something very powerful happens here. A woman either begins to choose herself, and every touch becomes a gift, or she continues to live in the shadows, and then sex becomes a heavy mask. A woman who does not want herself will never be truly desired, because her body will never let her lie. It is after 36 that she has a chance to feel for the first time in her life. Sex is not something that takes away strength, but something that gives it back. The one who is around either heals or destroys. At the age of 36, a woman no longer wants to waste herself on those who come only for warmth but do not give warmth. Everything becomes either deep or unbearably empty. Sex is no exception. Now intimacy is not just about physics, but about energy. And those who come without a soul cause not excitement but devastation. From such love, a woman gets up broken, silent, feels a loss of herself, even if someone is kind, successful, caring. Stoicism speaks very directly here. There should be someone nearby whose presence makes you stronger. Someone who does not demand, but feels. Doesn't press, but holds space for your growth. It is after 36 that a woman is able to see this clearly. He doesn't just touch her body. He touches her confidence, her safety, her decisions. After 36, real sex starts with respect. Because a woman is no longer a child, she is a temple. And the one who enters her must be ready to meet all her power. That is why she no longer chooses bodies. She chooses the energy of a man. A real woman is a choice, not an age. When a woman is over 36, she no longer competes with others. She competes only with one person, with the woman of yesterday. Her sexuality is not in her skin, her clothes, or her youth. It is in her presence, in a look that knows what it wants, in a gesture that has inner freedom behind it. Stoicism teaches, what is in your power is your attention, your choice, your reaction. Sex is not a duty, it is a gift. And after 36, a woman realizes that she has the right to give herself, only to those who can appreciate it, not to consume it. There is no fear of being alone, there is a choice to be with yourself, not with someone so as not to be alone. And it is in this silence that she begins to attract men who see her depth. A woman who knows her value never bargains for herself again. She is either fully accepted or not accepted at all. Because after 36, real sex is not about technique. It's about truth. It's about choice, about power, and about the quiet, confident yes she says not to him, but to herself.